Okay, in this video, I'm going to read a comment. Something in this comment that I want to read, which is going to lead into this video, is a comment that was weirdly deleted by YouTube. It's a comment from the video on this channel titled 81 Reasons Why American Women Suck. So, I'm going to go ahead and read this comment. It was a good comment, and in the previous video, I was going to give it a like and a heart, but it disappeared when I clicked on the notification bell on my channel, where I get notifications from subscriptions from channels that I subscribe to here on YouTube and comments from my videos. So let me go ahead and read this comment. Um, it's from Lean Dury. It's a comment that I read in the previous video. I'm gonna go ahead and read this and talk about what I want to talk about in this video. And it's titled, okay, the light from a smartphone is blinding me, so I'm gonna go ahead and read this. Okay, American women are self-absorbed attention hounds who want a guy to kiss their asses and treat them like a queen while they give nothing back to the relationship. They demand loyalty and honesty from a man, yet they go around town screwing around and leading a double life. They're controlling and manipulative and pathological liars, and narcissistic American women always play the victim, even when they constantly engage and start trouble. They whine about not being able to find a good man. But when a good man comes into their lives, they totally fuck the guy over, and then they play the victim and lie about what happened. They have way too many rights in this country, and they abuse their rights. I've talked to many guys who don't want to get into any form of relationship with a woman because they don't want the drama and bullshit. Okay, yeah, I made some videos in the past about American women, so I'm gonna so this video is gonna be American women related. Okay, yeah, what this guy says is spot on and it's true. Um, he talked about women are self-absorbed attention hounds, meaning that they want a man to treat them like a queen and kiss their asses while they give nothing back to the relationship. I mean, if they're if a man is married to them, or if they are their girlfriends, um, they give nothing back to the relationship. They just want the man to kiss their ass, agree with everything that they say, and just put them on a higher pedestal and worship them. At the same time, they treat the man like crap and walk all over them. You know, I can relate to that. My sister, I mean, my sister will like cook food, and when she gets done cooking the food, she'll just eat the entire food, all the food, and she will never tell me if food is ready or not, and what she's cooking, and tell me if it's ready or not. I mean, she'll never say that. I mean, sometimes she'll tell me what she's cooking and tell me the food is ready, but sometimes she won't. But sometimes she won't tell me. I mean, I had to go in the kitchen. I see what she's cooking. I'll ask her, "Hey, what are you cooking?" She'll get upset and chew me out and tell me, "Food is I'm cooking this." And some some days I'll ask her, "Hey, are you gonna cook anything today?" And she'll say, "No, no." So I just go and just like cook my own food. And this is funny. My sister won't care if I eat anything or not, but if I you know, if I don't take medication for my health issues, um she'll put the focus on me, and she'll rant rave and tell me to take my medication and all, which I believe in. And this is crazy. I mean, she worry about that, but she won't care if I eat anything or not. And she'll go and lie and say that I'll eat all the food from her. And the truth is, my sister is fat and overweight, and she has multiple health problems. And she'll drink a lot, and she has like diabetes, high blood pressure, thyroid issues. I mean, she's a mess, and she's doped up on way too many pills, and all these pills and all these medication that she's doped up on will make her like act crazy and weird and snap at me for no reason. And she they're just she has this thing like she'll just get mad and just cut me dead in a sentence if I call her out on what she's doing is wrong. If I say something, she'll cut me off. She'll cut me dead in a sentence. You know. For instance, she'll shout my name at the top of her lungs, to tell me to get food out of her car, food from banks, banks that she goes and gets food from, food, people in America, they line up to get old food, expired foods, because they can't afford things at the grocery store. She'll shout at the top of her lungs and tell me to get food out of her car. And yeah, and she'll say this like, she'll tell me to get something out of her car. Okay, I get something out of her car, and she asks me, "Did you get this out of her? Did you get this out of my car?" If I get stuff out of her car, I said, and I'll say like, no, I didn't get all that out of. I didn't get no, I didn't know you had that in your car. I mean, you didn't tell me to get that out of your car. Like, if I say that, she'll cut me dead in a sentence and tell me to get it out of her car. And, if I try to say, "Hey, you didn't tell me you had that in your car, and I didn't know where it was." If I say that, she'll just cut me dead in a sentence. I open my mouth, she'll cut me dead in a sentence. She'll say stuff to shut me up. Say, be quiet, be quiet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't worry about it. It's cool. It's okay. It's cool. And and this is really messed up. Like, I mean, I remember she had me drive to a Sonic, a fast food restaurant, Sonic. She had me drive to Sonic, a fast food restaurant, excuse me, to buy her some food. You know, a burger combo, a car hop burger combo special, and she gives me like she doesn't give me enough money. Then when I get there, they don't have it. they tell me they don't have it when I order it, and I call her on my phone and say, well, they don't have this, and she'll tell me to get something else or just get they have this and get it anyway. And I go and order, and the people say, well, they don't have we don't have that anymore. And she tells me the total, how much my sister wants me something else that my sister wants me to get. My sister wants me to get something else, and she tells, and I go and tell the people at Sonic by ordering through the speaker box with the menu, what she wants, what my sister wants. I order it. They tell me the price. It's like it costs more than what she gives me. Like the money she gives me, like it's short and it's not enough to buy what she wants. So this is crazy. Like, okay, a woman, okay, the people come out, bring the food out. I rolled up the window on my car. The person, it's a girl. She turns around and walks away with the food. Then I call my sister and I said, well, they don't have this, and plus the money that you give me is not enough. She tells me to order something else, so I go and order something else for her. I say, no, screw it. I'm going home. So I drove home. And this happens to me again. She tells me to go out and buy her a bag of ice at a convenience store. Tell me to go out and buy a bag of ice at a convenience store. A convenience store. Okay, she gives me like $3, like $1 and two more dollars and and two sets of 4 quarters. 4 quarters is $1. Another set of 4 quarters, you put them together, they're $2. And put the full dollar bill, the $1 bill in, that's $3, and that's what she gave me, $3. I go there, and I reach into the ice chest and pull out a bag of ice. I go in the convenience store. I don't know how much it is because I don't see the price or anything. I asked the convenience store clerk, how much the bag of ice was. Is a guy. He tells me it's $3.24. So I took the bag of ice and put it back in the ice chest, got in my car and left. She had me drive there for nothing, with less money, for a bag of ice that costs more than I have. Like I have $3. She gave me $3, and the bag of ice is $3.24. Okay, I go to another gas station to clean the windshield on my car. And after I got done, I called her. He said that, well, I didn't have enough money to buy the bag of ice. You just gave me $3, and the bag of ice was $3.24. And she goes and tells me she wanted me to drive back, get more money from her, and drive and go back to the store to buy the bag of ice, which is just go back and forth, which is just a waste of time and a waste of money. And she just put me in all kinds of danger, and plus she assumed that my car was leaking oil, so she had me back my car out in the middle of the street. She wasn't paying attention or anything. She was just standing there. I backed my car out in the middle of the road. Out in the middle of the road. I stopped. She just stood there. She asked me to do this because she assumed that oil was leaking out of my car. She stood there and did this. Tell me to turn around and park the car on the side of the road. She walks up and tells me to let my car just run. Let my car run, and she turns around and goes back into the house. And I'm sitting out in my car, and my car's running. And she told me before all of this, start your car up and let it run in the driveway. Then she tells me to move it out, and you know the rest. So, that's a fucked up woman, isn't it? She's pretty messed up. Yeah, you know. And, I tried yelling in the past, try to get my point across to her, try to talk to her, you know. She asked me a question about something. This is crazy. Like, she asked me a question like, why is this like this? Why are you doing this? Then when I open my mouth, when I open my mouth and try to explain, when I say one word, it start to talk. When I start talking, she cuts me dead in a sentence and said something and just walk away. Then she asked me. Then I think some other day she asked me a question again about something, and Jesus, and I was on to her. I know what she's gonna do. So she asked me a question about why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why is like this? I decided, well, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna tell you. And she said, "Whoa, Worker, I just want to know. Good God, I just want to know why you did this." Yeah, if I tell you, you're gonna cut me dead in a sentence and gonna walk away. And she was gonna do this, and it makes no sense. Like the stuff that she does to me, it makes absolutely no sense. You know, and my sister's a prime example of why American women suck. Why they suck. You know, a lot of women are manly in America. A lot of women are manly. They want to be men. Um, they have tattoos. They cut their hair short, and they dye their hair in weird, in all kinds of different colors. Wear dark eyeliner under their eyes. Um, those are those. I mean, white women do that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about black women. Yeah, black women are the worst. A guy named Dog G told me that black women have fucked up hair, and he's right. Black women do have fucked up hair, and you got these women who are married, who have a daughter, and they do some fucked up stuff. Sing songs from singers like Shaka Khan titled "Don't Talk to Strangers," and they say this to their daughter on Facebook or any social media site and tell them, "Oh, I used to sing this song to you and rock you to sleep when you were a baby," and provide a link to a music video to Shaka Khan's song "Don't Talk to Strangers." Basically, just brainwashing and saying that don't talk to strangers, don't talk to nobody you don't know. Meaning that, I guess if a man flirts with you and he's interested in you, you ignore him. You just completely ignore him. Or you can call him a freak, a weirdo, a pedophile, a pervert, a creep, you know, and say that he's creepy and weird because he's flirting with you. So yeah, American women are pretty fucked up. You know, according to Winston Wu, ever since the mid '80s or way into the 1990s, I say women just went downhill. This is from him. They don't. American women don't look at men. Don't look at men in America. Don't judge them for who they are on the inside. They just hate. They hate quiet guys, shy guys, nerds. They won't. They want chads, bad boys, and assholes. That's what they want. and they view guys like me as like creeps, as a creep, a weirdo, a pedophile, or a pervert. Like like for instance, if I like for instance, I talked to this woman who I went to school with. I'm not gonna say her name. Um, I was talking to her, and said some things, that was out of line. I was angry. I was going through a lot of crap on where I live here. And I kept sending her messages. She sent me like a few messages back, and when I try to talk to her, she would never send me a message at all. This is on Facebook. She was sending like um, stupid stuff like I can put oil in my own car, and I love tacos and all this shit. I took a look at her profile on Facebook. She is a this is funny. She studied criminal law, and she's a forklift operator. And she's married. She has a husband and a daughter. Saw some pictures of her daughter. Her daughter looks exactly like her. Yeah, so if I try to talk, after I did some things, that kind of like pissed her off. I told her about my YouTube channel, took some pictures from her Facebook page, and made a video about how messed up America is. America being antisocial and cliquish, toxic, you know the rest. After all of that, she, okay, I blocked her because she wouldn't talk to me, okay? I unblocked her, okay? I went to her Facebook page and left a message, and she wiped my message away. And I went to talk to her daughter. Her daughter did the exact same thing. So yeah, fuck her, you know. And she loved this guy who was a bad boy, who picked on me and said a lot of crazy shit about me, like saying that when I was a teenager, he lied and said that I eat sausage every morning. And I don't eat sausage every morning. I eat a bowl of cereal every morning before I went to school. I mean, this is when I was in high school. And this girl on Facebook told me that she had a crush on him because he was a bad boy. And this guy was just a loudmouth bullshitter who sold drugs. And she hated this guy who was mentally ill, who's spending 50 years in prison for attempted murder because he tried to kill a drug dealer because he sold him because he tricked him out of his money because the drug dealer tricked him out of his money when he bought drugs from him because of his face and how ugly and stupid he looks, I guess. And you wanna know why she's mad at him, why she doesn't like him? Because he went on his mental illness episodes and called her a cracker. And I saw this and I kind of laughed. I thought it was funny, but I was a teenager back then, but it wasn't funny. It was kind of racist, and plus she called him a racist and said that he hated white people, but the truth is he was mentally ill. He was on his mental illness episodes. His dad his dad didn't give a damn about him. His dad left his mom and didn't give a damn about his mom or him. You know, he's mentally ill. I told her this on Facebook. The woman who I went to school with, she didn't care. All she cared about, I don't like him because he hates white people. I never liked that guy. I think he hates white people. Laugh out loud. So yeah, that just yeah, prime example. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why American women suck. That's why they suck. Yeah. Also, yeah. I noticed, comparing American women with women overseas. Um, I looked at this young couple who have two children on this documentary about white South Africans living in poverty. You know, the white South Africans who live in poverty. They're like the equivalent of like being oppressed. They're like it's like in reverse, like from the U.S. Black people. I mean, black people being treated like crap by racist white people, and in South Africa, black people go through crap white people putting them through, and it's in reverse in South Africa. It's like the white people are the black people in America, and the black people are the white people in America. And this is in South Africa. Now look at this white South African couple. You know, a young couple. I mean, the woman, the wife. I mean, a couple, a man and a woman with two children. I mean, the woman, which is the wife, dressed the guy up. And I look at this like this is shocking. Like that stuff, something like that, is missing from American women. American women just abandon the things that women in foreign countries are still doing. Being the wife, being a wife, caring about her husband and her children. Um, Women love men hitting on them and flirting with them. I mean, like wow, like and it's crazy, like what women in foreign countries are still doing. American women just completely threw all of that out the window. You know, because American women want to be men, they want to be independent. They think every man is Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, Jeffrey Epstein, R. Kelly, and this guy, Matt Gates. Crazy. I mean, I heard about Matt Gates going around messing around with young girls who are in high school. He's in a relationship with a 17-year-old girl, and he's like paying for her rooms and flying her all over the country just to be with him, and engaging in like weird sexual things with with other girls along with other guys, like you know kind of messed up and creepy and weird. and and what the guys are doing on that television show To Catch a Predator. You know, like it's just yeah. I remember this comment on the video, 81 reasons why American women suck, and this guy and someone said this in the comments section on that video. American women are helping to increase the population of bisexual men and gay men. And yeah, I mean, how American women are today. I mean, and how they act and what they're doing. They are trying to do that. That's well said, and that's totally true. Yeah, American women are garbage, you know. I'm not gonna say that, you know, foreign women are angels, you know. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, you know. But but you know, women outside of North America, you know, some women. I mean, do you got? I mean, you got good and bad. You know, I mean, in the foreign women camp, you got more good. You got more good. You got less, more to less bad. And in the camp of American women, you got you got too much bad and less good. You know, I mean, there's some good American women out there, but you know, they're hard to find and they're taken. You know, and looking for them is like looking for a needle in a haystack. I mean, they're like diamonds in a sea of shit. You know, and to all you men out there, you know, it's just a waste of time. Like looking for a decent American woman in a sea of shitty, worthless American women who are just pure garbage. You know, women who love who are brainwashed and believe in third wave radical feminism. And Jesus, I mean, you can't compliment a woman and say how good she looks. You can't talk about you like her hair and all that and the clothes that she wear and say how cute and beautiful and wonderful looking she is. You can't say that because if you do, you get nailed for sexual harassment. You know, I guess they want men to be bisexual and gay on what they're doing. I mean, their third wave radical feminism movement is just misguided. It's mean spirited. It's messed up, and it makes absolutely no sense. I mean, a woman who thinks that every man in America are creeps, weirdos, pedophiles, perverts, pedophiles, child molesters. Like a woman who thinks all men are like that. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's insane to think like that. And women like that, like they got to be careful what they say when they talk about stuff like that. But you know, they don't care. You know, and it's funny if you tell the truth about women, American women, in the comment section of a YouTube video, YouTube will delete that comment because you know their censorship is out of control and it makes no sense. I mean, you telling the truth about American women is considered bad. It's going too far. It's offensive. It's ridiculous, and it is. You know, I can't say that American women are perfect. I can't say that. If I say something like that, I'm just basically lying to myself. I guess YouTube and society here in America that caters to women, I guess they want men like me to lie. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say is, you know, agreeing with this guy said in the comment on one of my videos, Landuri, I fully agree on what he's saying. You know, I'm not gonna mess around with a worthless American woman who's gonna give me drama and bullshit and confusion and make me miserable and make me feel less about myself and make me lose it. I'm not gonna waste my time with shitty American women. You are skinny, good looking, fat, overweight, ugly. Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna waste my time with trashy women, regardless if they're married not married, are in a relationship, or in a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship with a guy. You know, I asked this girl who I went to, who I used to work at this job called TJ Maxx. She worked at the jewelry counter. I knew her for like 2 years. Like 2 years later, 2 years later, I liked her, so I asked her to be my girlfriend at the jewelry counter. She smiles at me, did this, and says this, me no. And I said, well, I like you. And she said this, I'm very flattered, but I want to stay single because the economy is bad and all of this. Basically, she just making an excuse because, she was white, and maybe it's the fact that her parents are racist, you know. And on top of that, she just want to be my friend. I don't want to be friends with a woman. Fuck that. And if you be friends with a if you friend if you're a man and you're friends with an American woman, she gonna put your ass in the friend zone. So I'm not gonna waste my time with trashy, worthless American women. And I'm not gonna waste my time with shitty, worthless, weird, fucked up Canadian women. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna waste my time with women in North America in general. So, so that's all I gotta say in this video. Bye.